Hello, everybody. I just wanted to do this quick screencast because I am quite the techie, and I have realized that a lot of people I talk to, they are completely clueless, and I just want to make this as effective and cool and easygoing as I can possibly do. So, as you may or may not be aware of, I am a Girl Scout leader in my local Allentown service unit, and I have recently taken on the task of also joining the team of people that are in charge of something in the service unit to make it better for fellow Girl Scouts. So, with that said, I would like to show you another thing you may not another thing you may not be aware of is May we had overhauled our system, and it has our website has changed a little bit. And also, you may not be aware of July 15th, which is in 3 days, is the last day to capitalize on the early bird thing. So the reason why I want to share that with you is with this new system in place, it's great. From what my little bit of experience with it in over the last 2 months, it is supposed to link everything at your fingertips. Anything you need to know, if there's an emergency and something falls through with what you planned, as a leader, you can go on and just pull something up under the toolkit. But it also is more easier and coming up in the technology age with being able to register. So, if you're computer literate, you hear that and you're like, awesome. If you're not a computer whiz, don't have a smartphone, don't have access to the internet, you hear that and you think, oh my God. So it could be a little overwhelming change. I've always tried to move with technology. But I want to share with you how this is now to be effective because I feel from what I've heard at all our little meetings is if you don't register online and you were part of a troop last year, or you're bridged and you want to go to a specific troop that meets at your same building or closer to your house or whatever, if you don't do it, it's going to be a first come first served basis. And as of October 1st, our new year starts. And us as leaders can go on and say, I'm one leader, I have a helper, and we're allowed, like for brownies, we could take 6 girls, 1 adult. So we could take up to 12 if we have 2, if we have 3, 18, etc. So it'll go by those numbers of how many girls are registered. So if you wait to the last minute, you may get booted from your troop because you might say, oh, well, I have time and I'll just come on, this day and I'll just do that. And there may not be a spot for you because what is going to happen is this is going to put like my troop, out there for everybody in my service unit, and they might take your spot because if they get to it before you do. So I would hate to see that happen to anybody because I know me as a parent, I have my kid specifically in a spot that I want her in. And I would hate to see her spot give it up. So with that said, I'm going to move forward here. So if you go under My Girl Scouts, first of all, the website here is gscp.org. And if you go under My Girl Scouts, right, and you say, I wonder what home looks like, right? So here we have, again, like I said, everything's at our fingertips. If you're a leader, they have all these trainings here that you can do. They got some events coming up. This girl thing this acronym that they're pushing for is pretty cool. So they have some kind of like announcements. So here, if you're interested into becoming a leader, they have a spot for you here. And if you're interested in signing up your kid, they have a spot for you here. If you do this before July 15th, then you get this cool patch, which kind of looks like this. It's a little different, but it has a girl thing. Here it is. See, this is what they're explaining. But it'll come up, and it kind of has a girl, and I've seen it before. So if you wanted to sign, it says it explains, and you say, join. So then you come down here to join Girl Scouts. and you would create. I'm not going to do this because my daughter's already in the system, but you would create the name, zip code, the grade as of the coming year. So my daughter will be going to 5th grade, so I choose 5. Your name, your email, that's very important because everything, every correspondence they do is going to go to your email. So this is highly important. Um, and then, how you heard about us. You could say anything here, really. Um, I think they just like for keeping services, like just FYI type thing, survey type thing. So that's how you would do that. And then your Girl Scout leader will get an email that says, hey, there's a girl wanting to join your troop. Do you accept? And they have the willing to get in contact with you. So let me back out. If you decide you want to be a volunteer, right? They have all this why do it and what difference you make. Volunteer, it should look, yep, it looks the same. So you want to be a volunteer or you just want to be a member. Now, the difference is a volunteer is an active person in the service unit and or troop. A member is just somebody who, might want to, hang out at some of the events or be able to do something, be a part of a Girl Scout tradition. So there's 2 different ways that you can join. Now, I know I haven't, like I said, I've done it as here's the patch you get if you do the thing before July 15th. If you're like my daughter, I can maybe find a picture. Her vest is halfway covered under her first year, and she gets every patch pretty much. So that's how if you would renew. This is what the renew screen looks like, and you would say renew, and it brings you to this. Now this is me. This is my account because I'm a part of this. When you go to join, you need to create something. If you're just renewing, then you've already been created in the system. Now, if you didn't ever do this online and you don't know what your email is, you're going to say forget password. Or if you have multiple emails, just do it like as a new account. Because there's not like you get perks per se, like if you already were a member. It's just whatever. That's me personally, what I would do. What else? Oh, I wanted to say this year the membership is going up to 25. Last year it was 15 for X amount of years. But with that said, is in the past you had to fill out this paper, 2 papers, check off everything that applied to you, bring in proof, bank statement, food stamps, whatever, and then your leader would take it to council and they would process your financial aid. This year, I'm going to log into my account here. I decided to go for it, right? So under here, see here's current year, next year, pending financial aid. So you can do it right on there, and then you'll get an email that says thank you for your interest. We will contact you when we need information. So that's what I'm paying for. The reason why my daughter is in here under time to renew is because she got the membership voucher for selling over, I think it was 300 cookies, and they got a free membership for next year. So I had to do it a different way. So she's going to be registered through them with that. But that's basically it. If you already had an account and you would say renew, you would be brought to this screen, and then it would say current year, which ends September 30th. Or you would say next year. And then it would come up over here, renew, don't renew, decide later. I am just going to see if I can put it through, like if I was going to renew her, see what it would look like. And then you can also add people to your house. If your husband, it's okay if a man wants to be a Girl Scout. It's not weird. So then you accept the promise and the law, the payment. I always say no. And then here, see, here's the button that says request aid. So you would click that, and that's where it would. You would type in the address, blah, 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 and hit continue, and it would bring you to a payment confirmation page. But like I said, my daughter is getting a free voucher because she sold 300 cookies. So I am going to, looks like you were interrupted. I'm going to continue, start over. So I will post this on YouTube, and hopefully it will be some use for people out there, because I know some people are a little questioning how to be able to do things, you know. So that's good. The perks of the early bird patch is the hold your spot for next year. Plus, you, like I said, you get this patch. If I can bring it up real quick without, I don't want to expose too much on my computer. That my daughter just had a thing on Saturday with Girl Scouts, and I put on her thing. Okay, that was Sunday. So this is her pack. This is her vest right here. Let me see if I go full screen. Maybe I'll go green. So this is her. As you see, this is about half. This is where her arms come through. So this is like half, and then she'll get the patch on there. This one down here, which says I can't wait to, that was her early bird patch last year. So it's always it's fun and exciting for them. I know I was a former Girl Scout, and I wish I could find my sash. It's in the garage. I just know it is in a box somewhere buried, because it's an accomplishment, something that they are proud of doing. So if you have any questions, you can always contact me. I'm posting this on YouTube, so you can always send me a message. If I texted you this link, you can always text me back or email me, whatever. I try to be helpful and informative, and I hope that this encourages you to sign up your daughter to be a Girl Scout, relieve you of some pressure, some stress you might be feeling over this new system, and also maybe possibly have you join us, because it is fun experience, and you do get a lot of perks and fun stuff, touch people's lives and make a positive difference in their lives. So with that said, I'm going to sign off, and I hope to see you around. Thank you for watching.